And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and it are cold 36 as you're waking up.
I thought we had a heater on outside when I walked out there. No ice. It felt comfortable.
Yeah.
For a little while. You don't want to hang out.
Wind chill of 30 right now. We will reach to 44. Now, don't forget, tonight's going to be horrendous as we get into forecast of what will happen tonight. As we see that tonight's low is going to be 17. Tomorrow night's low is 15. The next week it's 70.
Yeah, y'all get used to we're going to have the flu and tornadoes hit us all in one season.
Welcome to Mississippi.
You don't like the weather? Stick around. It'll change tomorrow.
I just, it is a lot of people sniffling. I don't know if y'all have noticed that. So wash your hands everywhere you go. That's how this stuff gets transmitted. The little face mask, I don't think, does you a whole lot of good. Mm-hmm. You're more than welcome to keep wearing it, even in your car by yourself.
That's
walking down. Yeah. The one that always shocks me is the person walking down the road outside by themselves.
You need that fresh air. It helps. That's like my sinuses. This weather up and down and everything else, my sinuses just take a beating. But
you're going to be all right.
Oh, yeah, we're going to make it one of these days.
What's your gut here as we start watching this? And, this is the beforehand things before they get really rolling on the presidential election that's coming in 24 as Donald is running and most likely will be the Republican choice.
Yeah.
Your gut here. Is he going with a female or could it be a male as vice president this time?
Well, there's no female that really sticks out to my mind
even
right now that's done a lot.
South Carolina governor, she's pretty tough there now. Remember? Not South Carolina, but South Dakota. You know the old girl that's got the Washington
Russia.
Yeah. I can't think of what she's done, but she seems pretty tough.
She does. That was, I guess the last tough one we really saw was the one from Alaska. What's her name?
Yeah, and she flopped.
And well, I mean, look at her running mate.
True.
McCain, but the only reason I voted for McCain was because of her.
I get it. Possibility here. This is and this is where we just get into it's talked about, rumored. Tucker Carlson is vice president. What do y'all think?
I'm not going to say no. I still like Vivek Ramaswamy.
Yeah, Ramaswamy. But Tucker's got a name that most households, like him or not, you know who he is.
You know who he is.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know.
Well, and I say he just started this network too. But is it a TV network? It's all internet in it.
So it will not apply to where he has to come off. He can do what he wants.
So knock it out.
Knock it out, John. One of us got to have some relief up in here.
Some relief.
They say in Florida they're already treating Don like he's already won.
Well, he has.
There you go. See, we answered that for y'all down in Florida.
Yeah, there's no hanging Chad.
Nope, not at all.
None of that. It's done.
I bring up this next story as we talk about things that are going on. Always, how many times a week do you see a GoFundMe?
Oh,
a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Now, always keep in mind that 15% of that never goes to that person. That's how that company makes their money. If you know them personally and want to help them, it's usually better to hand the money directly to them, family member, knowing that they got it and can use it.
Yeah.
Houston police are making an arrest in this one. You don't often hear the end results of this, but a lady claimed that she was hit by a brick. And she had a big swole up head there. She claimed that a man hit her with a brick, and they put a GoFundMe up, raised about $50,000.
Wow.
After they got investigating and looking at cameras, there was no such thing that happened. Then they dug a little deeper and found where she'd done it in another town not long before that. And I don't guess you get your money back after something like that.
Well, I mean, they've got record of it. And now I got something in the mail the other day, and this, I've never heard of this. I don't know. And I didn't think stupid things. But somewhere I got a letter from the federal attorney general.
Doesn't like you?
That said I was a part of a scam, and that they've got this guy, and that they're taking him to court, and if he's guilty, he's going to get my money back. And I'm thinking,
well, I didn't buy
you give
none.
me some money, but I hadn't gave anybody anything.
Could it be that that's a scam?
Could be.
Where they want your account number to transfer your
Seeing it
fund?
didn't ask for none of that.
Okay.
All it did was talk about his case. I'm going to call and find out, but I never gave Ali Sheikh Akbar any money to get him over here from his Camel Kingdom because
You ever get the,
granddaddy gave him his,
that email of, we're trying to reach you, you got millions. No, I don't. Just leave me alone.
Well, just give it to me.
If it sounds too good to be true, then, well, it most likely is. There's no one from the sheriff's department that's ever going to call you and say your third cousin is locked in and they must have $20,000 to release him now.
Today.
That's just not true.
Send him to Clark County to the Berry Yacht.
You can go down and visit.
You can go visit. The food's good.
Do they have picnics on Sundays down there?
I don't know.
never
It depends
asked.
on how busy Skidmore's is. If they don't have any food left, they might not get nothing but a sandwich.
That's right. As Gail says, somebody's always wanting something. And the reason we say this is just be cautious. It's your money, and there's people that want to, take it from you. We hate to say it, there's bad people. Where they get that trait, we don't know, but they do it.
Schemers, they don't want to use that energy for the good. They just want to scam what you've done and take your money.
Yeah, as Andrew said, that's a scam with a scam.
Yeah.
I tend to believe that one there. So be cautious, be careful on all of that as it comes apart there.
Oh, we do fried chicken once a week at the Berry Yacht.
Fried chicken?
Well, we'll have to find out about that. I know Barry's watching. He's scared to get on there.
I'm telling you, that is some fine fried chicken.
Yeah, it is. He ought to be out there taking care of Harold.
We're going to need some hay this
Brushing
weekend.
him out, getting him a fresh blanket.
Look, I think most people will relate to this. Eddie Murphy is the donkey in
It's Shrek.
Shrek. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. That was probably the funniest thing I've ever watched, was him as that donkey.
Yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Did he not play that part good?
He did.
You could almost visualize Eddie Murphy standing behind the microphone doing all that.
I want some waffles. Oh, man.
I don't care who you are, you can't help but watch that and laugh as it comes about.
I wonder if Barry talks to Harold.
Well, you're supposed to.
You're supposed to.
You talk to your plants, I hear, but boy, you can carry on a conversation with somebody like Harold. I talk to my dogs all the time.
I do, too. I talk to the old dog and the cat.
Yep. They understand you, too.
Yeah, they understand you.
They know what's going on. Sophie does. There ain't no more food, and she gives you that evil eye.
You better go get some. Oh, man.
Bless it. Coming up, as we said, Northeast baseball is cut up. They got a fundraiser. Now, I've said I don't know who you're bringing, so they're going to explain all of this, doing a fundraiser here. So
they need your help.
Yes. We'll be right back with all of this, coming up with Scotty, Ray, and Odie as we begin this Friday. Wear your red today. As the seasons change, so do your clothes. And Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve. Also Hulk shirts. And America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From box to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. If it's crossed your mind about a new tractor, visit my friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 here in Collinsville. They got any style, any size that you're looking for. And right now, you can take advantage of getting a new tractor, a trailer, and a bush hog, all for $31,000, 0% interest for 84 months. Yeah, 0% for 84 months. Also, a great service department to work on any tractor that you have. From bush hogs, disc, and tillers, see it all at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494 in Collinsville. And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Rick. Towns everywhere joining us this morning, aren't they?
We've got, of course, Sukalina, we've got Bailey, we've got Clarkdale, we've got Clark County. We got, what was that last one that just came through? Crescent
Lake. You just misunderstood it. That's what that says.
Okay. Well, I know where Crescent Lake is, but the abbreviated lake threw me off.
There it is. Aaron.
Yeah.
Keep these folks in mind, Newton County, as we find that an early morning fire has destroyed a home. Totally gone, Odie, as we go here to take a look at this. This would be in the 700 block of Smith Road, just off of Highway 494. By the time deputies got there, fully engulfed, fire department gets there, and the home is destroyed. So keep those in mind. Many of you may know who this is. As a community, pull together and help one another with that. Thankfully, no one was injured during this.
Yeah, terrible time. Fixing to get back cold again.
Yep, so y'all watch that, space heaters and everything. Keep it away from curtains there. Ooh. As we talk about cold weather, and I don't see how you could throw a baseball with it being cold. Is that even possible?
That's hard to do.
It makes it difficult at times, for sure.
Get a heated ball.
Yeah, heated ball. Let me turn on that camera. Oh, there you are. We got you there. Tell us a little bit about what goes on at Northeast Baseball.
Right now, we started practice back when we got back from Christmas on January the 3rd and the 4th, or the 4th and the 5th, so to say. Well, kind of getting after it, going through the same stuff, just repetition of bunt defenses, first and thirds, rundowns, tandems, ground balls, fly balls, all the fun stuff, the stuff the guys get excited about. And so scrimmage as much as we can right now, trying to keep everybody healthy and on task. And we start February 10th, so it's coming up pretty quick. So we're kind of hitting the ground running.
Well, it's going to be a cold one there, isn't it?
That is going to be here quick. That's just a few weeks away.
Brock, how long have you been baseball coach at Northeast?
This is going on my second year at Northeast.
Second year.
Yes.
You liking it so far?
I love it.
Now, did you come from here or where?
I came from the Mississippi Delta. Came through there in 2021. Worked with Coach Cooper at Southeast. Had some great times there. Learned a lot from a great man there. And then got the job at Northeast last year. Started on and it's been fantastic. Our administration's great. Our kids are great. We have all the support in the world. And we're excited to get started this year.
From the Mississippi Delta straight
I was
here.
just fixing to say, you don't want to be in the Delta right now.
No.
Well, you said you needed support. You had support from the administration and everybody there, but you're also needing support from everyone else. So what do you have going on for a fundraiser?
January 27th, we're holding our second annual First Pitch Banquet. We were able to do it last year. We had Coach Burrows last year from Louisiana Tech. This year, we kind of want to build off of it every year. So we have Ron Polk coming into Lauderdale County to Meridian. We're excited about it. Anytime you mention Coach Polk's name around a baseball fan, I mean, it's always a good topic of conversation. You're looking at the godfather of college baseball, 1,300 wins as a head coach. You're looking at an ambassador of the game, someone who has kind of done it all, and especially the kind of more recognizable, built Mississippi State up to what it is today. And we're excited about it.
So he's at State.
He's the he's an assistant athletic director at Mississippi State right now. I want to say a special assistant to the athletic director. So he we joke with him all the time. He's got his hand in the baseball program. He always will be. I mean,
13,000 wins though, huh?
So, yes, sir.
That's pretty strong.
Especially in our game, as difficult as it can be, as many curveballs as it can throw you, so to say, it's pretty impressive.
Now, where's this going to be held at, and how do you go about getting tickets to
it? We will be doing this event at the Copeland Center here downtown Meridian, being able to do that there. It's on January 27th, so next weekend. There's a link and a QR code on all of our social media accounts, from our school social media accounts to our baseball social media accounts. And if you know a parent of any of our kids, any of our players, middle school or high school, they have all shared it through their personal accounts. So feel free to buy a ticket. Tickets are $45, or you can buy a table for your family for a price also. And so it's going to be a great event. We can't wait for it.
Okay, I got to say something. Because
Might be the same thing. My question.
I ain't never heard of the Copeland Center.
Me neither. And we got one more that hadn't either. So
That is like, huh?
fill us in on where it is.
Where'd that be?
Copeland Center is downtown. Don't let me lie to you. Let me get the address real quick.
Copeland, let's see here. What we I've never heard of
I
that.
hadn't either. I was like,
So your question was the same as mine. Let's Google this and see if we can figure this out. Copeland Center, Meridian, Mississippi. This might be down by the courthouse somewhere. Copeland Center, Meridian, Mississippi, 2501
4th Street.
Let's just pull it up on a map here where everybody can see, because, oh boy, I didn't know this one here. Copeland Center here. Here's 22nd Avenue. This is going to be down near where the baseball center is, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that general area.
Well,
It's a renewed building. Really nice venue for us to be able to host this, and so blessed to be able to do it there.
Right down from 4th Street, down from the brick house, you go down, it's on the right there at the Copeland Center. Let's just let's look at it here.
oh no, that's
Well, I hope they put a building
a
there.
block.
Because it's going to be cold, y'all.
It's gonna be a hair breezy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it right there to your left.
Well, hang on here. Let me go back to my left. That
That right there's got to be it. No,
let's-
right there where you were at.
right there?
That's a candy store.
This one?
Yeah.
Let's go down this road here, Odie. Well, it says it right there on the front door, Copeland Center.
So
Well,
okay,
in my many years in Meridian, Mississippi, I've never heard of the Copeland building.
that's around somewhere of the original like Newell Paper Company.
In that neighborhood. There's Newell over here, right there.
There's the Drug Task Force. No, that's
Yeah.
not Newell.
The paper.
Paper Mill.
Well, they do the round rolls, and
Yeah, your
I can't
receipts.
get it out.
Golly, where they make receipts for Popeye's chicken and
Yeah, all that stuff there.
ooh, I can't even think of. But yeah, the paper company.
Paul was his name that started
Y'all
the
know what
company.
we're talking about.
Yeah, it'll come to me in a minute. But yeah, we just messed up your interview there trying to figure out where that was, did we?
Hey,
But we
it's
want
fine.
everybody to know where it is. It's right
Yes,
down
sir.
from the old drug
You would know where the drug
Task
task
Force.
It's directly across from Mr. Car Wash. How about that?
specialty roll. Thank you,
There you
Lee.
go. Paul
Lee?
Knuckles.
Yes.
After you said that, Paul Knuckles, what a great guy he was. He done so much for the city of Meridian and those around us there. But yeah, all right, now we know where to go.
All right.
How we get back on track?
Yeah, so we're at the Copeland Center, and $45 for a single ticket, or you can buy a table for your family or your employees, maybe 2 tables if you have a big company to bring some people to. So, what is your what are you wanting to do with the money that you raise for this?
This will raise funds for our baseball program. We're like everybody else. We're always trying to make upgrades, trying to make updates to our facilities. We always want to have something that our kids want to hang their hat on and say, hey, I played here. I tell our guys all the time, we have our alumni weekend every year, and I tell them, I say, guys, you're going to look up and you're going to be 30, 40 years old coming back with your kids, and I want people to say, man, I'm really glad I was able to play here. We were blessed and privileged with what we had. And so we're always trying to make upgrades. We're trying to do different projects here and there throughout the year. We just finished our indoor batting cages, so that was been upgraded for us. And so we have big projects, we have small projects, things that we try to get done periodically.
When's your first game of the year?
Our first game of the year is February 10th. We go to East Central Community College for their jamboree. Coach Holloman and his staff do a phenomenal job hosting that for high schools here in the state. Then our Lauderdale County Classic with all of our Lauderdale County schools will be February 13th at West Lauderdale.
So who's going to win? What's the score? Let's put him on. Let's
Yeah.
put him on the subject here. Give us a score.
Well, we don't know. Our baseball's too good in the county. You're looking at 4 really good teams with 4 really good coaches. I mean, we joke all the time around our parts. It just means more, and so it's always a fun time. You've got really good talent all the way across the board. So it should be a fun one to watch.
So we were expecting a water boy thing where
Yeah,
she goes. It's gonna be.
I'll tell you, it's going to be 34-31. Be careful. Don't bet on these games. You see what happened to Pete Rose.
Yeah.
Mary Larry Gill said, good job, Coach. Anything you need from us, let us know, from the mayor. But, could you imagine you've got this coming up just in a couple of weeks, and you got to practice. Could you imagine being outside trying to practice last week and this coming up week? This indoor facility is something that's really needed in these sports, so you can get some practice in.
It has. It's been a blessing. We kind of started spitballing the idea last August, I think it was, of getting the project done, and to see our kids kind of see it last Saturday, get put together, and all of their hard work and all of their time and dedication kind of get brought to fruition. It was fun to see the smile on their face, and so it's been pretty cool.
Again, tell us where to get tickets and how to purchase them again.
All of our link is on all of our social media accounts. You can check out our Facebook page, our Twitter page, through Northeast Lauderdale High School and then Northeast Lauderdale Trojans Baseball. There's a link you can go through. There's also a QR code you can go through to purchase your tickets. Like I said, the event's next Saturday, January the 27th from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Love
is
to
this
see
a
you.
dinner or
Yes,
or
it
what,
is a dinner.
What kind of style?
Yes, it is a dinner. We will serve you. Purchase your ticket that comes with your food for the evening. Being able to hear Coach Polk speak. Coach Polk wrote a book, the Baseball Playbook. It is a world-renowned bestseller that he has. He will have those on hand, ready to autograph those for you. And he's excited to be able to spend time with all the players and parents and the community of Meridian.
Man, that is awesome.
Can't thank you enough for coming in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
the second time I've heard somebody say we were spitballing the idea.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
You used to do that in high school quite a bit there.
Yeah.
Scotty, Ray, and Odie will be right back.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
Are you ready for summer? Massey has a 2021 Jeep Wrangler that's waiting on you with only 61,000 miles. How about a Rogue with 57,000 miles? A 23 Camry with only 50 miles on it. Or maybe it's a Toyota Tacoma four-wheel drive that you're needing. From Silverados to F-250s, Massey Supermarket Auto Sales, 1023 Highway 39 North. Welcome back. Your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie as we get this day going.
Ooh,
a cold one.
It is Friday. I wore red on the right day.
Wear it twice in a row. You're bound to get one. You had a 50-50 shot at it.
50-50 chance at it.
We had a little gunfire last night, Odie, as we turned to go down to, the 3000 block of Paulding Street. No one hurt, no one injured in there, but as we'll click on that, we'll just show you that. Here's 8th Street here. It's due south of there, behind Rose Hill Cemetery is where all that was going on last night. No one was hurt again in that area, but it was some gunfire there. We had a little bit more. Why not? Let's just move on over to Valley Street, the 300 block of Valley Street, and that's really nowhere in between those two areas.
Yeah.
Some hour apart, gunfire reported, but again, no one hurt, no one injured. Thank goodness for all of that.
Wow.
The things that go bump in the middle of the night.
Or boom.
Or boom. Maybe you were the one got locked into a park last night and had to call the popo to come get you out.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
That does happen occasionally. You think that there's a lot of, you go to Bonita Lakes and you forget about the time, and the next thing you have something occupying your time and can't get out.
Well, now, I thought they made rounds to go make sure that everybody was out before they locked the gate.
Good question.
Or just lock the gate and then they have to call to come get
I think that's what happened last night. Ruh-roh. We did have someone find a tree last night that didn't want to budge. We had a car versus a tree last night, the 1500 block of 47th Avenue, with injuries. Whenever you hit a tree, it is not good by any means and stretch of the imagination there. No deaths or anything like that, but hitting a tree is not good. That did happen there last night as well, so be careful. 7:25 this morning. How are y'all feeling? We hope good. Janelle Frazier joining us there. Jim? Peggy?
Jim is with us.
Now, we had this is going to be loud. I'm going to play you a little clip of this. When it comes on, you'll hear the Meridian Fire Department has sirens, and they ain't as scared to use them. That's the best I can tell you on this, and you're going to hear this as we start this. And this is if you're on 8th Street directly in front of Church's Chicken right there by J&J Muffler Tire. Here we go. As you can tell, this is a total loss for this home. That was a big house. Huge.
Yes, it was.
But it being lost to a fire yesterday, and the video goes on and on just to show that of just how bad it was with the firemen on scene. We feel bad for those involved in that. But it has been one fire after another with this colder weather. Now, do we know what happened here? We don't. But I'm sure that they're going to investigate this. Be thinking of those that lost their home during this.
Yeah, it's sad to lose your home for any reason. But just be mindful of how you heat your home. Like you said, we don't have any idea how this started, and the Meridian Fire Department will investigate it. But just be cautious of how you heat your home, with what you heat your home with, whether it's electricity, whether it's gas. Just be safe while you're doing it.
I agree with that. Hey, I got an email yesterday about Meridian High School.
Uh-oh.
And what do we got? Oh, we go here. We got a new head football coach. Shelton Gandy has been named Meridian High football coach. Congratulations on that.
Good that we had the other one for, a year?
Yeah.
And then he had to go back because his wife couldn't move, and so he
Something
went
like
back.
that.
So, and he was a decent football team. I think they did pretty good. So maybe he can come into a team already go out and win. And
we wish them luck. Hope they have many wins.
yeah, welcome to Meridian.
The only place that I know of today that did not go to school is Kemper Academy, and they had a lot of folks that were on the rural route that attend school. There's a lot of roads still in Kemper County that had ice. It will be melting. It'll get up to 43 today, and it should get these areas that had not got off and things get back to normal next week.
They got a steep driveway going up to the campus anyway, don't they?
Yeah, they sure do.
So
Up past Toonies.
yeah, so maybe
Highway,
everything was thawed but it.
397 is the one out east of DeKalb. If you're going toward Philadelphia, you take that right to go to Kemper Lake. I got word there was a lot of roads back in there that still had ice on them.
Well,
Should have checked in with the game wardens know all this stuff because they're everywhere right now.
oh yeah, they're all over.
They can sniff corn 10 miles.
And they got a measuring tape to see how far away you are.
What is it, 100 feet or
I
something?
think so, something like that.
I've had some knocks on some doors.
Yeah, I don't hunt with corn.
Will you just hunt the cornfield? What do you do? Because you ain't going to see nothing if you don't.
I don't hunt.
That'd be why. It boils down to that. You either partake of the program, it ain't going to be good if you don't.
That's right. I don't
I
hunt.
do love deer hunting. I just haven't been able to go in
I
quite
love
a few
it.
years.
I do. I just don't have time.
You're in the same boat I am.
Yeah.
You go, something's going to happen.
Exactly. And then I have to leave and
Walk 2 miles back to the truck. We all know how. Mississippi getting better and better with this. And again, although we're not big fans of electric cars and things, but it happened yesterday as the governor, as we go here, as they made the announcement, second largest payroll, average pay rate is going to be $66,000 per person at this plant.
yeah, so yeah, I'm not going to go out and buy me an electric car because this
It's just
new
not
green
us.
deal. It's not us. It's not. To me, it's not safe. It's not economical. It's more harmful to our environment than diesel or petroleum. And here we have a chance to build this plant because you got some boneheads in California that has outlawed gas burning vehicles. Somebody's got to have these batteries.
So why not us?
Why not us build them and ship them out of here?
We'll make a little money along the way.
We'll make some money, make our state better. $66,000 average salary, right?
That's good, which means there's more going to make higher than that.
Well, you've got some people that's going to make $100,000.
Yep.
And then you're going to have some people make $80,000. You kind of see where I'm going?
I am.
The top heavy over here and some medium. I'd like to see, I see your average of $66,000 a year. What is your average worker salary excluding administrative salaries?
That I don't know.
That's what I'd like for them to see. It's going to be, you just about say it's going to be a $20 an hour job. That's better than a $14 an hour job.
2,000 jobs, though.
I'm
That's
with it.
major.
I'm supporting it. I'm not saying I'm not. Just a couple of questions. $66,000. That's inclusive of every single payroll out there. What's the worker bee's average pay?
Now, somebody said, how come anything hasn't come to East Central Mississippi with these manufacturers? We've got to get East Mississippi development to do a little bit harder pushing our area.
Well, we don't
it
have.
kind of comes from them.
All we've got is mailbox money, and we don't have people to work.
We got to improve
Gotta have
that.
people to work, and if you're making mailbox money, $20 an hour is less than what you're making in your mailbox. You're making on average of $40-something thousand sitting at home doing nothing, and who in their right mind is going to give away a $44,000 yearly income doing nothing to make $37,000 a year, having to get up, go to work, not smoke dope, can't drink beer, and can't do what you want?
You're making me want to quit.
Yeah. It's called mailbox money. Comes out at least once a month. And if you want jobs all over, get rid of the mailbox money. It's the only way you're going to do it.
But we've got the rest of the state of Mississippi gaining. Without a doubt. North Mississippi has jobs coming in. Our area does not. And we have got to get on the ball of getting this out there to where we offer so much more than any other areas.
We can't do it alone.
Interstates.
This is the federal government's problem.
We have seriously got to get this area going. In other news, we had somebody call in and said, hey, the intersection's blocked. There's somebody slumped over the steering wheel. We don't know what's going on out there, but something is going on.
Was he asleep?
Well, I think it was a little bit more serious than that. Is possibly impaired is the word that I chose to use on this. 29th Avenue and 13th Street, Odie, is where it was all happening there. A ride downtown cured that.
Ooh, come on. We got a place you can sleep that off.
They did. They did. In the car you go. But I'm serious. Think about that. It's so bad that you're driving along that you just stop in the middle of the interstate and go to sleep. That's pretty impaired. I don't care who you are.
Yes, it is.
Thank goodness it ended up that way and not another way.
That's it.
So we'll be right back as we get this all underway here in just a second. We're going back in history, and we're going to tell you about some job fairs that are coming up in the area. Maybe you need a job.
Ooh, cha-ching.
Yep. All on the way here with Scotty, Ray, and Odie.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. And welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. And boy, the great comments we get there. When you don't have new businesses coming in, what do you do, Odie?
You have to move and then cut ribbons. You got ribbons and you got a pair of scissors. You got to use them.
Yeah.
So, we just repaved the street.
Let's go back in history. 1923, and Odie does. I didn't know that Odie had this talent in him, but he sounds just like Gene Stapleton.
Yeah, y'all, you want me to do it?
Oh, yeah, let me hear it. That's about how Gene Stapleton sounded with the theme music of Archie Bunker. Back when men were men, and I forget the rest of the words.
Yeah, I
to
don't.
it.
Well, I couldn't understand it.
Yeah, but how many times in our lives have we heard that song?
But I enjoyed hearing it because it was Archie Bunker time.
Oh yeah, it was different. The only thing I didn't like about that show was Meathead.
I've told you this before, I think. Do you know that was the first show that ever had a flushing toilet on national TV?
It's when Archie'd be in there. And, Archie! A lot of things he done that were first on there.
Oh, yeah.
1939, these guys were, for their time, really big. Hey, hound dog, keep away from my girl. Wake up, little Susie. As we remember, Phil Everly, born on this day back in 1939. Now, I think he's passed away, if I'm not mistaken now. 1939 there. This was, she was high most of her life. Well, we're not going to lie about it, but she did do a good version of Me and Bobby McGee.
Yes.
As we go back for Janis Joplin, born in 43. She died in the late 60s, didn't she?
Yeah.
Didn't it have something to do with
I think
drugs?
it was 60s or early 70s.
I think it.
I don't know if it had anything to do with drugs, but I can promise you she was high.
That it seems like that's what I read, but I couldn't be held to it. I didn't know that this. Sometimes you see people and just don't know their history. You know what I mean by that? Anybody remember the TV show Coach? Y'all remember that? With the woman who played the girlfriend on it. Did you know that she was in 3 Elvis movies?
No.
I had no clue with that. As we go back to remember Shelley, you pronounce that how do you say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that word. Her.
Did you spell it correct?
Yep, it's spelled
Okay.
correctly. She was
feel
even
like
on the Donna Reed show. Didn't know that.
Shelley Fabears?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
But Coach was funny. And what was
the other dumb one?
the older guy? Well, they had that real tall dude who was really dumb, and
Yeah,
then you
and
had what's his name?
Was it Van Dyke?
Yes, his brother.
Yeah.
Boy, he was dumb.
Oh, it
But
reminded
funny.
me about some people I see every day.
I ain't going there. We have a legend that we bring in next, and there's no other way. A lady on top of it. She's well respected everywhere she goes. We just don't know what she really looks like underneath all that false hair, do we?
Well, you've got to hide from the public so you can live a life.
Well, I mean, hardly anybody's ever looked at the hair.
Well, there's a couple of things that you can't hide.
I know. Dolly, over 100 million albums sold. Can you believe that?
Man.
The Queen of Country. She's just done it all. She is quite the business lady, and I bet she's a tough hombre and real person when it comes to business.
You
To
know
be
it is.
successful, you got to know what you're doing.
All right, that we're getting Jim's on top of us, Debbie.
What is it?
So George is getting us. Fabre is the pronunciation of that.
Fabre.
Fabre.
Thank y'all. Appreciate that. I would not have known that.
Even we learned something.
Is that
on this
French?
show.
Fabre?
It's got to be
Okay.
Fabergé.
That's a cologne, isn't it?
I think so.
I thought I
I
saw
think
it.
that's French for fragrance.
Might as well admit it, you're addicted to love. That's the only thing I know. And those women that stood behind him in the short black tight dresses.
Yeah.
Yep. Robert Palmer was born on this day back in 49. You know, even Shania Twain used that look in one of her videos.
Really?
Yeah. And Robert Palmer passed away. He was big back in the 80s. And that's the only thing that I can tell you that he done because, well, I didn't listen to that.
Oh, he did. Max, was it Max Headroom? I think. I think Amy's probably just threw something at the TV.
I'm thinking I don't even know what Max is. That guy that was on?
You know what I'm talking about?
I do now. What happens when you have 44 million people tune in and it's 71% of all TVs in the United States?
You go cha-ching all
Yeah,
the way to the bank.
It was a big day. 1953, Lucy was headed to the hospital. Again, 71% of all televisions watched this event as they went to give birth to little Ricky.
One of the smartest women in television.
Ooh.
Man.
If I am not mistaken, she was the first person to go, I want to keep the rights to all the reruns. She was smart. Millions upon millions.
Because it's still being played today.
That's right. Those Three Stooges think, what happened here?
Yeah. Yeah, we done sold everything.
Everybody that was on the
nothing.
Beverly Hillbillies didn't get anything.
Yeah,
The
nothing.
things that you learn. I love Little Baby Ducks.
That was a heck of a song.
If we'll go back to 1974 with Tom T. Hall with I Love Old Pickup Trucks. But you know, the weird thing is, let me tell you just how society has changed. He had a line in the song that said, I love bourbon and grass. And he was outlawed from being on NBC because it mentioned bourbon. And they said, well, wait a minute. You ain't mentioning marijuana and drinking. And Tom T. Hall goes, I said nothing on marijuana. And they said, yeah, you did. He said, no, I didn't. He goes, I like bourbon and my cows love grass. I got a bunch of cows. And they said, no, you're not going to sing that. And he had to go back and put in I love snow and something else to be on the TV show.
Oh, man.
But his thinking was not marijuana. It was just really grass.
Oh. So that was true.
Yeah, the grass was. But see how today of what's allowed on television, and that was just a drink, and they wouldn't allow it. Same thing with Johnny Cash as you go back to Sunday Morning Coming Down.
Yeah.
Remind me.
I'm just, you know, the crap we see on TV now, people want to know what's wrong with our communities. I mean, there it is. There's no couth on TV no more.
Do you know, you always hear the stories of people that stand up for the people that are mistreated. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I read a story, a month or so ago. A guy worked as a janitor. You'll know this guy before it's over. He worked as a janitor every night, cleaning rooms in a record company. He'd come in after dark. Well, there happened to be this real famous guy named Johnny Cash that was recording. They would end up becoming close friends. The secretary let somebody in the building that shouldn't have been there, and they pitched Johnny Cash this song that they wanted to sell. The secretary blames the janitor for letting them in, and he's going, wait a minute, I don't even know these people. So they tell this janitor that he can no longer be a part of anything or have any contact with Johnny Cash. Well, guess who didn't like that?
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash. He stopped. He goes, I ain't recording unless y'all let him come in and sit in the room with me. It happened. You know who that young man might have been? It was a guy that would eventually rent a helicopter and fly to his house. Chris Christopherson was the guy that was sweeping the floors at night. And I found that interesting. And Johnny Cash did just that. He stood up for the guy that was picked on. He knew that this man did not do that, and they were going to fire him over it. And it wasn't for Johnny Cash, he would have lost his job, not had anything.
I know him, and that's just not the kind of person he is, and you're not going to do it to him. That's cool.
Come listen to a story about a man named Jed. Anybody remember that?
Ooh, it made it famous.
In 1963, now keep in mind I made a typo at the front. It was 1963 that this would happen, although it says 73. It was 63 as we go back for the Beverly Hillbillies. Took it all the way to number one.
I tell you that show right there is going to continue to make money.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Forever.
nobody's making it. Yeah, forever.
Good stuff there. I'm not sure that I agree with this, why it was done, but in 1977, I think it was Jimmy Carter
I believe it was.
who pardoned Tokyo Rose. I'm not sure that should have been done. That's my two thoughts. 1985, it would go number one. Be one of our first there. How blue can you be? As we go back for Reba McEntire, scoring back when she wore belt buckles.
With a tucked-in shirt.
She used to do rodeo. She was big. She was married to the world champion bull rider at one time. That was many husbands ago. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that this might be fake hair.
Yeah, I'll go with you on that.
You think so?
Yeah.
He was noted for this. It just couldn't be helped. But Carl Perkins passed away. Don't step on my blue suede shoes. Passed away on this date back in 98.
That looks like it's a carpet for a chrome dome.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was there. Just didn't blend in very well.
Yeah.
Who remembers this guy, Tom Petty? He passed away back in 18 on this date.
Yeah. And I liked some of his music. Don't ask me which one.
I heard one the other day, and I thought, oh, that's Tom Petty.
He's got some good stuff
We'll have
out
to
there.
Google that. Robin
Yeah.
says she loves her some Chris Christopherson.
The Trilogy of Blade. I did watch that a little bit, and that's a vampire type movie, but
I was more of the...
you know, some of these other ones that come up with, I'm just not into those vampire movies.
But I didn't have a dime, and I wasn't going to pay. Convoy.
Convoy.
So we crashed the gate doing 98. Let them truckers roll. That's Chris Christopherson. You just can't help but love it.
Oh, yeah.
Scotty Ray and Odie will be right back. Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 14. J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian. And welcome back. Let's talk about our friends down at the Farm Supply, exit 151, and they are letting you know that, well, as we'll go to their Facebook page here to show you, they've got it going on right now. They got a bunch of hay in stock.
Oh, man, and you need that for your animals, not just decor around your house, but to feed your animals or keep them warm. There's a lot of uses, and you can get square bales down there at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. Pull around back, they'll load it for you.
They sure is simple.
Yeah.
But boy, if you've been thinking about those little chirpy, little cute birds up front, they got chicks a-coming.
Oh, Easter's coming. Just do us a favor. Don't dye them blue and green and yellow and all. Get you a yellow chicken or a white chicken. But go down there and get your chicks.
Coming in on Friday the 23rd, Rhode Island Red, White Leghorn, Bar Rock, and Dominic. Now, my wife could tell you all about all that, what that means. She's like chick headquarters when it comes to chickens. We got chickens with little hair that goes like this. And
I want a foghorn leghorn.
they bound to have
You know
one.
them old roosters?
Yeah. Yeah, we had a rooster that had to leave the premises around here.
Was he mean?
He was mean. He jumped on a few folks. And Tyson was going to help me get rid of him there.
Yeah, take him to a place named Tyson.
Tyson Land.
Yeah, not the veterinarian, but the Tyson chicken.
There you go. Either way there.
You're going to get a ride that you just don't want to be in.
Well, there you go. Check it all out. Lauderdale County Farm Supply. If you're looking for chickens, if you're looking for a rake, a hoe, whatever it is, they got it for you there to take care of all your needs.
Bob
there.
knows what I'm talking about.
There you
I
go.
say, boy.
Yeah. Foghorn Leghorn. Boy, wasn't it the great days when you could have good things like that.
Oh, we grew up at a time.
What was the bulldog's name that would go down there, had the little dog
Spike.
that jumped over him?
Yeah, Spike, wasn't it?
I think that's right, Odie.
You know?
It's been so long since I've seen any of that. Old Belvedere, come here, boy.
Oh, boy.
You just don't see that anymore, do you?
No, you don't. I'm talking about good days and good times. Josh Cooley's having a good day today. Today's his birthday, and he turns 13 years old, teenage land. Times have changed for you. You are in a whole new era in your life. Responsibility just got bigger. But happy birthday, 13. It's a good time.
We got a youngster. We got Cross Brown celebrating a first birthday today also. Tomorrow.
Cross
Tomorrow's
Brown,
when it's going
tomorrow's
to
first birthday. Do they still call that 12 months? I think we go up to 24 months, and then he's 2.
be. Yeah, I guess that's the way that does that.
Yeah. I couldn't keep up with that.
Yeah, if you've got a birthday, anniversary, or something we hadn't mentioned, please get it to us. We'd love to say it before we get out of here.
Or if it's up there and we didn't see it, say it again.
Yeah, because sometimes we're not quick enough for the mind balls. We try.
We try.
Yeah, real hard there. We are now up to 5, Odie. 5 weather-related deaths in the state of Mississippi.
Wow.
The latest happened in Jones County as someone was rolled out of a car. We think of those that lost their lives during these storms.
Yes, we do.
5 is way too many. 1 is too many.
One is too many. But be cautious because our ground is wet. It's still wet. Our temperatures are going to plummet. We're going to get back under a hard freeze. And some of our roads may be right back to being frozen again. Now's not the time to let our guard up. Continue to be cautious as we drive, especially once that temperature hits 30 degrees. Really start paying attention to all the roads you drive on.
I'll say this. I made an assumption, and I shouldn't have. Do you remember the deputy that was killed in the state of Mississippi in the line of duty just after the first of the year, George County, Mississippi?
Yeah.
I had in my head that the police took this guy out when they surrounded him. That's not what went on. It was a self-inflicted gunshot wound that he died from. I assumed that the police did that, but he did it himself in George County. He knew what was coming. And he ended it there himself. So I thought I would pass along what went on there also. Let's see what else is going on.
Well, we got Rhonda Wilkinson's having a birthday come Sunday. But Penny Tyndall's got a birthday going on today.
Boy, more and more of them growing up. Officer Malone, you're right, Bob McNeese. I didn't say his name, did I? And I should have said on that. Mortgage rates look like they're going to be dropping a little bit going into this year is what they're forecasting, which would be good. And especially if you have one of those notes that balloons. That. Balloon payment? No,
well, you got balloons that have come up too, but
it's a fluctuating note each month, depending upon the rate.
You get a fixed mortgage or an adjustable rate mortgage.
There you are.
There we go. I'll get it in a minute.
And if you've got a fixed rate of like 25 right now, you might want to go back once it starts coming down.
Yeah. Pamela said it's an adjustable rate mortgage. And it's sometimes it's not the best way. Get you a fixed, just a couple of points above your adjustable, but it's not going to move. But here's what I'm scared of.
What are you scared of?
I'm scared the only reason they're dropping the mortgage rates.
Yeah.
November's coming.
What's that? Yeah.
And here you are. They're going to turn it and send it right back up after it's over with. But it's just falsely portraying
a better economy.
Economy than what we've got. Everybody, y'all know that the economy's just in the dumps right now.
There ain't much hiding that, is it?
No, and if you cannot tell that our economy is in dire straits, it's about to explode, then all I got to say is you're one of those mailbox money getters, because there's no way it affects you.
That's what he's thinking.
You know, I mean, why do interest rates 10%? Do I want to see interest rates at 10%? Here's the thing. Yeah. And the reason being is because when I save money and put my money up, my money's making me money. But when the interest rate is down to 4, I'm not making money on me putting money up.
But there's going to be
quit borrowing money and save money.
But that is a thing of the past in America. People live from credit card to credit card. You know as well as I do. Whew. Becky tells us, y'all get ready. Nash Vegas, she's watching. Temperatures expected to be around 5 degrees. And speaking of Nashville, y'all look at this. Let me hit this button here. As we look at Nashville, y'all look at this, what is approaching Nashville. Dickinson, that is snow, baby, moving its way toward downtown Nashville. It's just on the outskirts there. So y'all be ready. 5 degrees and snow. It's going to be some kind of cold going on there. Don't want you to forget that. What was it that I read? We had someone, and they've made movies about this, and I'm trying to find what I done with it. There was somebody in Jackson in Rankin County that posed as a student in a school. Now, why he done it, I don't know. But they have arrested him, and he was 24 years old posing.
I don't want to go back.
Me neither. I finally got out. I hear they give you tests at the end of the year, and you have to pass it, or you don't get to keep moving.
Yeah.
I've done my time.
Yeah.
But he's in in custody now. That's where that all happened, Rankin County.
4 years old.
Yeah, that's kind of that. Do you happen to know, as we talked about Trump earlier, have you seen, and I wanted to show a picture of just how big this is now. He's getting to be a big old boy.
Number one, Trump is not no little fella.
No, he's 6'2" or
Donald
so.
Trump is a big old fella.
But y'all look at this. That is Barron Trump in the background standing at 6'7". He is humongous.
And, close to 8 years ago now, when Donald was running for president the first time, so close to 8 years, and you showed Barron, I mean, he was still a child.
He's taken after Mama, and she's long-legged.
She's long-legged. My grandson just turned 14, and I'm telling you, his eyeballs now are up to here. He's just taller than I am. What in the world?
Here's some sad news as we look at this. Macy's, a lot of us know it from TV shows, Macy's, and the Macy's Day Christmas Parade. Mm-hmm. We see that every year. They're slashing 2,350 jobs. Why? Because people are not frequently going to the stores anymore. They're going more online, and that's what they see coming, and they're adjusting. At least they are adjusting. We certainly hate it for those losing their jobs, to where Sears did not make that adjustment and is no more. I think there's one Sears store left. Can you believe that?
Wow. Maybe that was the biggest thing, was to get that Sears Roebuck catalog. Man.
It was the dream catalog. And truly, that was your first Amazon, if you think about that.
It really was.
Why they didn't have the insight to see what was coming, I will never know.
You were big enough. You already had everything set up. You had it at a warehouse, shipping it to each one of these stores. We'd go pick it up. It was built.
Yeah.
Talking about...
You could buy a house from them one time.
I don't know if you could. You sure could. I don't know if you can still do this, but I remember as a kid, we would go to the train station or the bus station, the Greyhound bus station, and pick up a package. Because you could ship a package over Greyhound.
You sure could. Can't do that no more, can you?
I bet you can't.
Man. See, now you just reminded me of a Debbie story that made me cry one time.
Uh-oh.
I can't tell it. Debbie, if you're watching, I'll let you tell the story because I can't tell it. It was sad. It was just sad with a Greyhound, waiting on a Greyhound. Have you seen the selection of... If every time the wind blows, you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel.
Health Now is your locally owned medical equipment store. Every person's need is a little different, and they offer a little bit of everything from hospital beds, wheelchairs, reclining back wheelchairs, breathing treatments, CPAPs and supplies. They even have walkers, bath products, and oxygen. And the great thing about Health Now is they offer same-day service. They're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and on call 24/7. Health Now Medical Equipment, where we treat our patients like family.
Welcome back. You had a birthday.
Yeah, we got, let's see, Clayton McGinnis Jr. turned 7 years old today. And then Darlene Trest Harrison's got a birthday today. Yeah. Oh, McGinnis Jr., did I say Saturday? Tomorrow's his birthday. I can't remember.
Robin brought up, I hadn't seen that word in years. Spiegel, McRae's, all a thing of the past.
Well, you remember, what was the one where you go get what you want? You saw the item.
Service merchandise.
Service merchandise.
I didn't like that.
And you just pulled the tag, you paid for it, and it come down a conveyor belt.
I remember that. It just never caught on.
No, it wasn't a huge deal.
Now that's your junk store. I mean, what is that over there called?
The treasure hunt.
Yeah, you go dig.
Because you can find some crap in there.
I hadn't been in there in years.
I have. Every now and then you can find some good stuff.
Well, me and you will have to go on an adventure one day and see what we can locate
there. That's exactly
there.
what it is. And if you really want it bad, you go to Dirt Cheap. Yeah.
That's even lower than there, right?
Yeah, that's where they just can't find nobody to buy it.
Oh, okay.
and you can get it for $1.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Now you think I got all the crap I got?
Hey,
Ooh, that's a deal.
gotta have it. Do you need it? No, but it was $1.
It was $1.
American Airlines had a plane skid off the runway as they were coming in for a landing. That's pretty scary. Can you imagine, how a car slides? Can you imagine what a big airplane feels like? Out of control?
Yeah. Ooh.
North
Not
Carolina. If you work near dangerous equipment, always know your surroundings. An employee of a car wash, 26, was sucked into the car wash, the spinners. And
Wow.
well, y'all know how it ended. We'll leave it at that.
Ooh.
That's bad there. And I don't mean anything ugly by this, but it's worth bringing up what people make by doing this. And don't you be staring at that because I can't show it to everybody. I'm not. Stop that, Odie. Your wife's watching.
Well, I'm trying to read the
Articles?
Yeah.
Is that what they used to say? A site called OnlyFans, and I can only assume that everything on OnlyFans could have an R-rated tint to it.
Yeah.
Old girl done quit her job. You know what she's making now? Just showing pictures of herself, and I guess you'd call it maybe lingerie. $30,000 a month is what she makes. Now I'm willing to throw Odie in that and put him on there and see how much money we make. We'll put you in there in robes with a pipe.
For $30,000 a month, I might even do it for 20.
Show a big toe.
Yeah.
This is my toe ring.
Oh, I might
But
cut y'all a deal.
It's shocking that people make that kind of money. It truly is. It blows my mind.
It's shocking that people pay that much money.
They'll do it. There's all kinds of stuff that people hide behind names that will pay to see things.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah. We had someone arrested because they swatted the White House. And what do we mean by that? Made a fake call that there was an emergency. Whoop, they went to the White House. That person has been traced down and arrested for what they've done. They've been doing this to celebrities a lot lately. What's the girl from South Carolina, Marjorie Green? Her home's been done numerous times with this.
Okay. So, it's somebody that lives out and about in the community. And you call and you do this and you have it swatted. So you mean to tell me with as many secret services around the White House, somebody called 911 and swatted the White House?
They did.
Y'all, that you've got to have just a little bit of education to realize, this is probably a joke.
The White House, you would think the Secret Service would know that kind of first there. You should have. Yeah, I see where you're going with that.
These people procreate and vote.
Richard Ray, I have to say that's a funny comment there as I was thinking back on Talladega Nights. Ricky Bobby.
Yeah.
I have to admit one time I posed as Mike Honcho in a magazine. Remember that? That was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, funny stuff.
Wow.
We want to thank y'all for joining us this Friday. It's come to the end of the show, and we're going to be watching everything, giving you the headlines of what happened in our community and across the United States throughout the weekend, Odie.
Yeah, it's we're going to get another freeze, so stay tuned. Scotty Ray's weather. We'll keep you posted on everything that's going on. Be safe. Have fun. Sunday, if you're looking for a church because you don't have one and you want to experience a preacher that'll teach you about God, come join me at College Park Global Methodist Church.
There you are.
Or you can go visit Scotty Ray at Northcrest.
Yep.
So, hey, we want you in a church. Doesn't have to be ours, but we want you in a church. But to experience God's love for yourself firsthand. Thank y'all for being with us today. We'll be back Monday in about 71 hours or so to join your day and start your week off right. Until then, God bless. Have a wonderful day. We love you.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.